In this video, I am going to talk about how to set up a material data table in your Angular application. First, you need to visit material.angular.io documentation, and here if you click here the overview, then you can notice that your data table will look like in this way. It is very simple. Okay, I have also set up this thing, so I will also show you my code and how I have did and you can notice here, if I will do here, suppose the pagination, if I will do 2 items per page, then API is called and real-time data is fetched from the database, and based on that I am displaying these things on the screen, on the UI. Okay, so basically we are calling API on real time. It means it's not like I got all the data from the database, then doing the pagination and then sorting and all these things. No, we will do through real time from the database. Okay, so let's try to understand how we can do all these things. If you click here the checkbox, then all the checkbox is selected, and if you uncheck, then you can notice that it's unchecked, and also whatever row you have selected, you need to get that detail. You can edit, like bulk edit you can do all this stuff, or you can delete together. So all these things we will understand in this video series. Okay, so this is a basic table, how this table will look like. So first and foremost, you need to click here the API in the Angular material. You have to for each of the section, like for the table, for the side knob, whatever you are doing, for that you need to use their API. Okay, so let's go to our code. You can notice that this is my project, and on that project, if you look at the app.module.ts, you can notice that here is the material design module, it here imported, right? So basically I have created a separate module, and on that part this module is specifically for the material design. So whenever required material design, we just need to import that particular modules. Okay, so you can notice here the in the import section, material design module is imported, and also we have declared these things here. Okay, so let's go to the material design and check what is written there. So this is just a module. Okay, in this module, in this material design module, you can see here the decorator ng module. We have used most of the Angular material API. We have imported most of the Angular material API based on our requirement. Suppose in your case, if you want to use a data table, so for the data table, you can notice that in the API section, import mat table module from Angular material, these things you need to import. So what you have to do, see, the first step is to add the Angular material design in your application. How you will do? Just one command is available, you can do in this way. However, I created the video to do these things. I hope if you are learning the table, this section, then I hope you already did this thing. Then after that, this Angular material will work, otherwise it will not work. So you have to install the Angular material through the npm command or whatever in your Angular project. Then after that, this will work. So for the data table, you have to use this API, and then here in the import section and then export section as well. So you can notice this mat table in the 3 places, you can notice it's all right. Now what the next? You so again I am repeating, the first step is that you have to add the Angular material in your project, Angular project. The second step is that use or import the Angular material API, Angular material module, and then third step is that whenever you are using, you have to do certain thing. So let's see what the thing you have to do. So if you click here the example, one example is available based on the documentation, and taking this reference you need to do these things. You need to do a data table. So in the TS file you can notice some of the thing. The first thing is that the data, what data you want to display. So this is the data, and we have here you can see that it used the periodic element interface. It means how the data will be structured, you have defined here in the interface. So you got a data, what data you want to display in a table. It's all right. Next step is that what column you want to display. So you just provide any of the variable name. It's this is just a variable name. Okay. So what column you want to show in your table. So you have to define it in this array. Okay. And in the data source variable, the data, whatever data you want to show, you have to do here. So in the TS file, what you have to do, first thing is that you need a data. Second is second variable you need for the column, what column you want to display. Now I hope you are understanding these things. Now next step is that HTML. In the HTML you have to take the reference from the documentation, and here you can notice that data source, this variable. So whatever data you want to display, you need to provide here in the data source variable. So here you can notice in the data source variable already all this data is available, provided. In your case you need to provide either static data or maybe a dynamic data after calling API, whatever. Now for the each of the column you have to do certain thing. So for each of the column you need to write the same thing, ng container mat call rep. Okay, you just need to copy these things, and here in case of mat column def you need to provide for which column you want to show the data. So you need to provide your position. So here you can notice column name is position. So for position you want to display the data. So basically whatever column you will provide it here, that will be displayed. So don't forget these things. If you will provide a position, then position will be displayed, name, if name will be displayed, if you will not provide a name, it will not be displayed. So whatever column you want to display, you need to provide it here. And then in the HTML, the mat call def, the position you need to provide. It's okay. Now what will be the header of the column name. So you need to provide a header name. So here you just need to copy and paste it from the documentation, from this reference, star mat header cell def, and make sure it should be there, then it will be displayed as a column header, and then data for that particular column. So you can notice this is the TD, and here you can notice let element. Element is basically a variable, whatever variable you will provide, you can provide data and whatever, it's as per your thought and your wish, but make sure that you use this variable here. So element dot position, if you will do element dot position, then you will get a position, element dot name, you will get a name like this. So it means here the position, here is the name, here is the symbol, like this. So you will get based on that. So this is for the number, so that's why you are, this is for the position, you have position, and for the name you have provided a name, and this name is what name you want to display on the UI or DOM. It's okay. Now this thing is almost done. Now you have provided, but you have not provided the displayed column, means see where this variable used. So this variable used here, if you go in the HTML, if you look at this bottom tr, then here is the displayed column. It means that makes sure that use the correct variable name. So you can notice the displayed column, if you want to use a different variable, then the same variable name you need to provide it here. And now here another tr is that let row, it is just a variable, row column displayed column. You just need to write these things, and after that beautifully your table will be visible in this way. Okay, this design will be visible, this data table. That's it. Let's look at my code and see how I did and how I have displayed this data. Okay, so in my case, if you will go to the material, one second, task component dot ts, then you can notice we have done the same thing. Interface periodic element, interface we have declared, means how the data will be structured, that is available. Now the second is that you can notice here the displayed column. It means what column I want to display. So I have provided this variable. In this particular variable, array is available. In this array the column is available, what column I want to display. It's okay. Now another thing is that we have used ng on init. In the Angular lifecycle hook, as you know that after the constructor ng on init will be called. So whatever you will write, that will be executed. So this record will call. This is the method. Basically in this particular method you can notice that some of the parameter is also available. If you will not pass any of the parameter, then default value will be taken. So no need to worry about it. Just a function call I have did and call a API. So here is the API call, this dot generate service dot get all and a URL. Basically this is the get API, that's why URL I need to provide. This is the service. Look at this service. So through this service I call a method, and on that method we have passed the URL, and based on the URL the API is called and got a output, and we have subscribed this thing. It's okay. So let's quickly look at this service. So if I will go here the generic service, and here you can notice that we have used here the HTTP client to call API, and in the get all, as you know, for the get method only URL is required. That's why this is the API endpoint, and for the post method, you along with the API endpoint you also need to provide the data, the post data whatever want to pass on in the backend. Okay, in the return this dot http dot post, and you can notice, okay, just forget about it, this is just API call and returning some value, and you have just subscribe it here, and then you got a data. Okay, you got a data. So if you look at the source, then how you will got a, see, you get a response. In the task list you got a doc. In the doc basically data is available, right? So same thing you have to do in the data, because of this variable task list and dot doc. So you have stored that data in a data list, but remember you have still not did these things. Still you have not assigned the value to the data source. This is just a variable. Now I called a method. This method is prepare mat tab, something like that. Okay, and what is available here? So in here you can notice that data table, on that data table new mat data source periodic element, this is just the interface, and provided the data. Provided the data in the variable of data source in this way. Okay, initially what data is was there. So initially I have set is here. If you will go here, like then you can look at this data source is equal to, here is the empty array, and then after that, after getting a data from the backend, I have provided it here the data list. That's it. So my data is, I got a data. Now I also decided which column I need to show. this okay, it's okay. Now let's go to the HTML, and in the HTML you can notice the data source. I have provided a data source, that's it, and some other stuff I will talk about these things later. Now for the first column, if you look at the first column, it is a header is a checkbox, and the all this row is also a checkbox, means column, this column having a checkbox. So how I have did these things? So you can notice the ng container mat call def, here is a select for the select, and the th having the checkbox, and the td also having the checkbox, and something is written. So I will not go on that. I will check it in another video. Okay, now in the ng container you can notice the title. For the title, just I have used this is the what the column I want to display on the DOM, provided it here, and then in the td I have used the element variable and the title I have displayed. Okay, now here you can notice that this is the anchor tag and the click event, all these things you can do whatever you want to do, no issue on that. It means that if you will click here the title, then something should be happen, like see, if I am clicking that this title, then the data is visible here. So I have did this thing, so I am not want to go on that. So you can notice that title you have provided, and to the element you have displayed the column. In this way you have done entire thing, and you can notice whatever you have seen in the documentation, the same thing also available here, the displayed columns, and here is the mat row, let row, column is something like that, I is index, and also click event like that. So this is for the another thing, this is for the mouse down, mouse up, another event is available, it's okay. So I hope you are understanding how you can set up the Angular material, Angular data table in detail, and in the next video I will talk about how you will do the pagination, these things, okay, these things pagination, and how you will do through the real time from the database, from the API call, through the API call. So these things we will discuss in the next video. So thank you for subscribing the YouTube channel.